Well, it is force wipe, guys. We just loaded in. Lots of other people are probably loading in because it just freaking wiped. Let's go. This is a solo Rust adventure. We're going to attempt to make the best tea farm on the server, all while doing it by myself and near one of the hardest monuments to live by. Can we do it? Yes, we can. Anyways, I got some goals set up. I'm going to put them on the screen. Just a few things I want to try to get done solo this wipe. And I'm going to try my best. I'm going to push myself. And I hope you guys enjoy. I continued to make my way across the map, placing bags and farming materials such as wood and stone so I could get down the starter base. I also found a horse, which greatly aided in my getting across the map. There's already a group establishing their setup right there. Put my shack down right here. What a beautiful start. Holy. Well, guys, we'd made it to the area we wanted to be. And trust me, there was already a team here, and you could see that this area was quite the desirable spot to set up a base. So we're going to have to explore a little bit and figure out exactly where we want to set up main base. I went up the river just a little bit, and up the mountain right next to the river after I went down the river a little bit, and I found what would be our spot for a wipe. I quickly laid down the foundations of the base to figure out if it's gonna work. Let's get this upgradable items. The starter base was set down right next to launch site, military tunnels, and missile silo. The most dense spot for clan territory population on the whole map. But our goal was to put it a little bit further away so then we can still work on our tea farm before we possibly get raided. We're gonna have to put in some work if we wanted to last around here. Hey, Mr. Bear Bear. Friendly? Friendly? Are you friendly? Nope. Well, my only neighbor was not very friendly. We honestly won't be seeing a whole lot of them. I was prepared for the first rust night as I had a tier 1 down and a nail gun ready to go already. I invested the materials I just received straight into the base as fast as I could. This would be the first expansion of the base, the bunker section, as well as the jump ups to the center of the base. Trust me guys, I needed that pickaxe because I lost my ice pick earlier. Heck I go. It was important that I stayed on top of the nodes in the area so then I can upgrade my base and invest it right back into base so then I can make it strong so then I can last. I already knew it wasn't going to be easy to compete with the clans that would move in here shortly, so I tried to get as much done as I could so I could be prepared when it happens, because it's happening soon whether we like it or not. I made sure the neighbor knew he wasn't welcome. That's my neighbor. It was important that I stayed on top of animal harvesting for the leather. I was going to need a lot of leather because I knew I was going to die a lot, especially going into these monuments that I live nearby. What was Buddy doing? This is when I meet Beat Up Honda Civic and his team. They'll be around, and they'll be friendly. And that was my first encounter with the river guys. We'll call them the river guys because that's usually where I encounter them, is down by the river. Quickly crafted a nail gun and went back down to take them out. to no avail. The nail gun was my early game secret weapon. And yes, I had just taken out the river guys. Sweet revenge. I quickly deposited the extra weapon, and I took their bow with me to the launch site. Since I live so close, might as well give it a go. Looks like Brad took out an unlucky character, so naturally, I'm gonna go loot him. And it didn't go very well. Back at base, I wanted to utilize the nighttime to cut down some trees. I try to move around a lot in the nighttime, as it can be somewhat safe, especially for a solo living in the middle of clan territory. So, that's exactly what I did. In the middle of launch site, I would encounter many players. Not every encounter would go to plan, though. I used the road as often as I could to get some comps and get them back to base as fast as I could. Since I'm already not a huge PvPer and I'm living in the middle of clan territory, this was going to be one of those wipes that really tested my patience, but aided in my solo growth. You guys good? Oh shit. You guys are not good.
We need some help. Hit him once. You guys are good.
I got you. Get him! Rah!
I run out bullets.
I don't. Oh, thank you. Fuck yeah. I was actually out just trying to get some scrap. Holy shit. I helped the neighbors, and they helped me. I farmed the road very often throughout the wipe, so I had a steady inflow of components that I could use for base improvement. I'm not going to show all of the road farming though, it can get a little boring. Throughout the wipe I kept my eyes out for good clones I could use for breeding. I stayed as productive and busy as I could by rotating different things that I did throughout wipe day. Between farming barrels, farming nodes, working on base, it's important you do it all, especially if you're solo, because who else is going to do it for you? I grabbed the blueprint frag, farmed 2 barrels, killed a bear, farmed the bear, now I'm home. Didn't even expect to get a blueprint frag on wipe day, wasn't gonna try that hard for it either. There we go. Next up was a chicken coop. I wanted to use chicken pie so I could get good genetics for the berries, so I can make awesome teas. You'll see the chicken coop throughout the wipe, as it will remain where it stands for most of it. In the meantime, back to farming. This guy has a name that you're gonna want to remember. We'll see that name later on when you probably would least expect it. For now, I just got sauced on. Hey. Oh, it's not live yet. It's not live yet. It's trying to hatch. You can come back later and pet him though if you want. Oh look, you can pet him if you want. Yeah. I don't even know his name yet. Yep. I like chickens. My only goal for wipe day was just efficient, basic growth. That's the only goal that I had. Obviously, you can have bigger goals, but at the same time, like as a solo on wipe day in the middle of clan territory, I mean, you can only really accomplish so many things, unless you're a goat, which I wouldn't say I'm a goat, but I sure try. Having a fun day?
It's going kind of ass, bro.
Yeah?
Huh?
Oh, it's going ass? I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Remember this guy's name too, because we'll see him again. And I wouldn't say his luck improved a ton throughout the rest of the wipe. Even basic teas can help you significantly. Don't put them down before you try them. Damn, son. Damn.
We ain't got
What do you
much, but we got something.
Damn, son. Damn, boy. Cooking.
Been going out with the yokas and freaking shooting at us.
Yeah, I've been trying to use nail guns. Working good, but
Dude, yeah,
some
I
people
was,
have guns.
I was actually about to do that in the Mignana.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude, I heard LR, bro.
yeah. There's a couple groups over
Forked up.
my launch site. Well, the friendly face leftist was in the area, so I had to stop and say hi. It's always fun seeing that guy show up where I'm playing. He's a goober. We'll see his base later. Okay.
Going out of my house.
Yes, sir. Thank you. See you around.
Alright, peace out, man.
See you, dude.
Good luck, good luck.
Yes, sir. I heard some ruckus at the neighbors, so I decided to check it out.
That's crazy.
These are my neighbors. Seems leftist was messing with the only neighbors that I was allied with at the moment. At this point, I'd felt like I'd about accomplished what I wanted to for Wipe Day, other than maybe upgrading the base a little bit. So, anything from here is a bonus. I'd come to find out that my new neighbors down here on the river would be Too Lit Duck and his group.
Hey.
I guess they had just built the base, and their doors were raided by Iokas. So I heard some Iokas in the background, and I wasn't really sure what was going on. But it was them getting raided by Iokas.
What's up, bro?
What's up, though? I stuck to the roads and I was able to find blueprint fragments with very minimal effort. Well, the hard part was getting them home safe. Nowhere was safe around here. And that would be 2 blueprint frags. The roads in these parts were filled with treasure. All sorts of treasure. The one thing I mostly needed was scrap. So that's why I stuck to the roads, because I knew the monuments would be absolutely chaos on Wipe Day. I waited for nighttime to do any exploration of my favorite monument, which would be launch. So here I am pulling up with a nail gun and a water pipe. Will I be able to get back with any loot? My first proper recycle of the wipe. Here's that name again from earlier. Streets killed me. Do you guys remember? What happened?
Oh, nothing. I freaking made it in my base. These
Oh, is
were
it?
shooting at me, dude. They scared me.
Did you get a python?
They freaking scared me, man. No, I wish, bro. They were
dude.
right outside my base when I got home
Yeah.
for stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes.
After a wild wipe day, I'd organize the base, and the time would come for the day to end. I sealed up my bunker, and I hoped that my base survived the night. Well, welcome to day 2, guys. It was 3 a.m. and I was fully kitted and ready to get some work done this morning. My goal was blueprint fragments and to get a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So here we go. Little did I know how significantly this chainsaw would help me throughout the wipe. So, I'm glad I actually made it to base, because it is nice having a chainsaw, I'll tell you what, guys. Components and military crates were a big thing that I wanted and needed from launch, so you'll see me visit here quite often throughout the rest of the wipe. I would hide in loot launch site all during the day and use nighttime as my cover to escape. The plan worked very smoothly. Even though I live near water, I wanted to use water catchers as my source of water because my neighbors lived in the direct area right down below me, making it hard for me to set up the water system that I wanted to. So water catchers will suffice for the farm that I'd like to set up. As you guys could hear, there's AKs in my area. So amidst the chaos, it was important that I remain on top of improving and growing my base. You having fun? Good. That's what I like to hear. Buddy was out there petting my chickens. It kind of startled me a little bit, but that's okay. He enjoyed those chickens. That honestly felt pretty good, not gonna lie. I could sit on top of my base with binoculars and observe Rust players from afar in the whole area. It was pretty fun. There he is. Anyways, back to work. I guess you could say I did some things this rest night that needed to be done. I had to take out a couple chickens. And I actually found out, guys, that cooking workbench is a tier 2 item. So that was gonna put a little fire under our bums to get it a little bit quicker. So here we time to put this green card to use that I found on a scientist at the blue card monuments that were nearby, Radtown and Sewer Branch. Let's go run them and let's get the last little bit that we needed for a tier 2. Oh my gosh. That was huge, guys. This run would have quite the significant impact on our wipe because it yielded us a lot of everything that we needed, especially the Thompson blueprint. The monument running didn't stop at that though. I was right back out at Radtown, ready to get another blueprint fragment and possibly a blue card. The fact that I was finding SMG bodies was awesome because I had the Thompson blueprint now. I went down and talked to my neighbors and figured out that they had gotten raided again. That would be the second time they've gotten raided at this base. Ah yes. Damn. That freaking blows.
And they came to raid us when we were out of base. Yeah, I was literally building a base, and then we left to go do lock crate for maybe 3 minutes.
You guys couldn't see it very well, but using the chainsaw at night was perfect. With the tier 2 down, I got right into getting as many blueprints as I could right away. And I needed that cooking workbench badly. Next up, I needed a red card if I was ever going to run launch or oil. So, water treatment plant it was. Time to get the heck out of here with that cooking workbench. Let's go, guys. I saw a group of people nearby on my way home, so I decided to make a loop over to the shack so I can deposit the goods. Keep them safe for now, at least. I noticed that my neighbors were doing a battering ram raid, so that's why I went and deposited the items into the shack. My new neighbors are raiding my old neighbors, the first neighbor that we encountered on wipe day, the hazmat guy that killed me with a nail gun. There's 3 of them. They're all fully kitted. Tommies. MP. I just got a water pipe and a crossbow. Well, they had successfully raided the neighbor, but I had actually gotten out with a bunch of bows and an nail gun, so we'll call that a win. Now that guy and his team were my new neighbors. Hopefully we won't see him too often, but we might see him every now and then. In the cover of darkness, I spawned at my shack to bring all the goods back to base. Nighttime is a solo's best friend. Heed that and use it to your best extent. I'm gonna upgrade this thing. With the tools I found from the train tracks, it was time to cue a farming montage. Which shit would have been a big farming montage if it weren't cut so short. With these new neighbors in the area raiding bases, I decided it was time to reinvest some materials very quickly. One little bit of an upgrade at a time, we will get this base finished. this is pretty freaking sick. Next up, it was time to use that ORT. With the advanced ORT, I had acquired a full inventory of farm in a very short amount of time. I was going to deposit this and use up the rest of the time that I had left. And with that, I got another inventory of farm home. And I still had the boost. The attack helicopter is an absolute maniac. I was just a naked bow guy out there, just flinging some arrows, and that thing just destroyed me. What a machine. As night fell, I grabbed an inventory of farm that I had placed inside my shack as a quick little depot spot, and I was going to take it home. At least 90% of all that is from one advanced ORT. After admiring that, I said it was time to start messing with the neighbors. I didn't want to mess with them in a way of door camping, because that would just encourage them to come on, obliterate my base. So that was about the only way I could think that would be a little funny to mess with them. Bananas and apples. Be nice to bananas and apples. Okay? The next morning, I went out, kitted up with a hazmat and a couple of grub weapons. I wanted to go over to Rad Town and Sewer Branch again, so I could possibly get some more blue cards and maybe a little bit of more blueprint frags. Obviously, the components come with it all, but I mean, the blueprint frags are extra, and I could turn a profit from them. So we did exactly that. Radtown puzzle, check. Sewer branch puzzle, check. Well, the stakes are higher than ever with my inventory full, my extra blueprint frags, the 2 blue cards, and all the components and extra stuff that I got from recycling. So let's try to make it home safe. We'll see how we do. died to that shit. After that near-death experience, I tried to play the route quite a bit safer. Nowhere was safe around here, so you never know. But utilizing bushes and trees and vegetation is a good way to keep yourself safe in running your routes. Eventually, you will make it back to your house, just like I did right here. Boom, what a successful run with a lot of loot on the line. Safe yet? Pretty safe. Even though the chickens will slowly lose health and their son, that's okay. All I really needed was one chicken so I could make the chicken pie that I was going to need for good genetics in my seeds. Sorry, chickens. My plan here was to use most of the space inside the base for my planters. I wanted to grow a lot of berries this wipe, and I was going to need as many planters as I could. With electric furnaces set up, it was time to start setting up this farm. It's beautiful. Long story short, I took a break and now I'm back. My goal was to get the last few ingredients I needed for a chicken pie and to get these plants a-growing. The river was the perfect place to find what I needed, because I needed wheat and corn. Well, if you guys need help, I'm around. Oh, here's a guy. Yep. Yeah, you're getting so much stuff. Who is it? Who is Emily? Just at the moment, I was unsuccessful in finding that last piece of corn, so I wanted to work on base. While the chaos was going on, I managed to find one more piece of corn. Let's make this pie. I went down, grabbed all the seeds, and with my planters ready to go, it was time to get some good genetics. Let's sum it up here, guys. The best genetics are G's and Y's. I ended up getting each different berry out of the 3 different berries, red, blue, and yellow, to have a couple G's and a couple Y's at least. So that aided in the growth of the plants and the growth of my tea farm significantly. There was a lot of seeds to plant, so I'm not going to show you it all. But just know that we'll come out with some good stuff. I couldn't say I got the best hemp genetics this wipe, which is okay. But the goal was teas, not hemp. So this was the secret box spot, as well as a peek through. I got a little bit of work done on the base while I waited for the seeds to be at a stage where I could clone them, which was about to happen any moment. After that, I saw this 2x1 near launch site that I wanted to bring and put a couple doors on, so I could maybe use it. That'll be a story in itself. Let's just say this base wouldn't last very long after a successful door camp of a nearby team. And in the meantime, while I was working on my berries, it sounded like there were some animals outside my base mating. I don't know what the heck they were doing out there, but it did not sound very pleasant. After hearing that, I decided it was probably time for a bit of a roam. I honestly don't know where my arrow went, but if it would have hit, I would have had that. And that's why this base didn't last very long. I actually came over and raided the wall with the yokas. Would you believe it? Ah. Ah. Hello. Bye bye. There's an LR right there. Do you guys hear the Iokas in the background? Yep, that's those guys.
I don't ask for too much. Oh, but I need and though a little bit of your touch wouldn't be enough. It's only just more than nothing. I don't keep tabs.
I freaking flubbed my chance, guys. I flubbed my chance. I was so close to going out there with a Thompson in my anger, but I decided that I shouldn't. So, I held back.
No, no, bro.
They were pretty angry.
For a lie, but I need more than nothing. And though a little of what you've got wouldn't have a shot, it's still just more than nothing. And that just won't do. Giving me next to none, and that's the truth.
You like the spawn beach?
You better change your act. You can't get lower than the bottom, and that's a fact. Hey, that's the bottom line. And if you want to double line, gotta do much more, or I'm walking out that door.
As they were finishing up the TC, I was ready. And the last shot rang, and I couldn't place the TC. They had already gotten it.
Oh, you tried. Say goodbye to your life. Come out, it's gonna decay. Just despawn while you can, and try again.
Okay.
Man, you got that star. You're not even trying to fight us?
Just despawn it.
Despawn the star. Don't even try to put the float.
You know you won't win.
Well, I despawned exactly like they were saying I should. And that was the last that I heard of these guys. I moved on. I found myself roaming at launch site when I ran into this guy. I'm surprised you didn't hear me. My goal then was to wait it out till dark because there was a lot of fighting in and around launch site. And then I spotted this guy. And he came right in. Sadly, positioning was not right. Back at base, our first harvest had just happened, and I barely freaking missed it. I just forgot to record. Anyways, we're planting more of these berries, and we're gonna make the best teas on the server, guys. Let's go. If we were going to last for as long as we expected, this base needs to be finished as soon as possible. And these teas and berries need to keep cooking. You have to upgrade these to sheet metal or else this peak won't work. I also had to change the door frame to brutalist because stone was preventing it from working. Gotta say, these window peaks right here are incredible. Especially when you add this triangle and a horizontal embrasure. Well guys, day 2 was coming to an end. We got a lot done so far, but there is still a lot more to do and goals to be accomplished. This was only part 1 of this big 72-hour adventure, guys. So please stick around. Part 2 will be out very soon when I normally post, on Monday, this upcoming Monday to be exact. And it's going to be a banger. You're going to see exactly why I chose this base and why I love it so much. And you're going to see plenty of teas and everything made, plenty of PvP. So anyways, Captain Barry D is going to be out for now. I will see you guys next Monday. Thank you.